Welcome to Sales for Nice People, the daily podcast for ethical entrepreneurs who want to sell more because of their values and not despite them. This is episode 21. I am Martin Steller. I help nice people sell more. And here are some thoughts on how to get a deal unstuck simply by highlighting the problem cost. As I've mentioned before, a buyer is always going to be paying for the problem. Everybody pays for problems. You either pay for keeping the problem and then you get to deal with the consequences, or you pay somebody such as yourself to get rid of the problem. Now, when a buyer needs your help and you know that you can really solve their problem, but they just can't get themselves to step over the line, then one of the best things that you can do is ask probing questions that help the buyer develop a better, broader, bigger insight, a more holistic picture of exactly what is the cost of keeping the problem, right? So say that you are a recruiter and you're trying to enroll a buyer. And this buyer has a problem because each time they hire people, it only takes a couple of months before this person quits or gets fired. And then there's churn, and that is very costly for HR. Okay. Now, if you go and try to land the sale by pointing at the number in the spreadsheet of how much it actually costs to keep replacing employees, yeah, okay, that might work. But if it doesn't, then you need to go in on what are the extra consequences. What is the actual broader cost of having that problem? When there is an employee that churns all the time, what does that do to the business? Does that affect productivity? Does that affect the way you're being seen in the marketplace? Does that increase budget on training? Yes, there's all kinds of negative consequences that come from employee churn. So instead of simply trying to sell on the basis of the hard, concrete problem in front of us, try and ask questions that have your buyer see the further ramifications of keeping the problem. There is a couple of questions in the article that I'll link to in the show notes. Check it out. It'll give you some more insight. And if you want to have a daily email in your inbox with thoughts like these, then go to martinsteller.com/nice people. And meanwhile, I'll see you tomorrow.